Judging by the numerous YouTube comments asking me for free work, people may not know I'm a professional graphic designer. Today we're going to look at jobs I've actually done in my graphic design profession. We're going to work in Adobe Photoshop and recolor clothing. This is some basic photo retouching that I've done for modeling agencies, corporate brands, and everything in between. So let's get started so you can apply this to your own work and make some money. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to do is duplicate this background layer. I'm going to use Command J to duplicate it. You can also go to Layer, Duplicate Layer, and just turn this background layer off. We just do this in case we mess up our photo. We can always go back to our original. So let's just turn that back on. Let's create a new layer, just a blank layer, by hitting this plus icon, or you can go to Layer, New Layer. And yeah, we want to fill this color with just some random color. Say it's just a brand color for someone that you're working for. Let's go to Swatches. I'm going to click the RGB drop down and hit this green here. So it's going to update our foreground color to green. And hit Option Delete to fill that layer with your foreground color. Cool trick, you can hit Command Delete to fill it with the background color. But let's just do Option Delete for now. So we just have a layer filled with this green. So now we're going to go to our blending modes. Let's drop down all the way and hit Color. And you'll see it kind of colorizes the image to this green that we selected. But we actually want to just keep the shirt this green color. So let's add a mask is how we're going to do that. So here, with this layer selected, you can hit this icon to add a layer mask. And you'll see that your colors change back to the default. So let's switch it with black and hit Option Delete again, and that's going to fill this mask layer with black. So we pretty much just have our original photo now. So now we're going to use our brushes. Let's just hit the brush icon here. And yeah, we can fill in this area with green. And yeah, let's change the size of our brush since that's a little small. This will, be different depending on, your photo that you're using and how large it is. I'm going to choose 150 for mine since mine's a pretty large photo. And I'm going to turn the hardness all the way down to 0. Okay, so now that let's zoom in a little bit so we can see here. So now what we're going to do is we're pretty much just going to paint in roughly the area that we want colorized. Just like that. And just hitting X on your keyboard, that will switch your foreground and background color. So we can hit X to have the black in the foreground, kind of hit the left brackets and the right brackets to make our brush bigger or smaller. And we can kind of cut back in where we don't want the green to be. Just do it little by little, kind of, again, zoom in, make sure you're getting it pretty clean. Gets down here, kind of make our brush smaller, make it bigger again up here. Yeah, we don't even have to go into this black too much. It kind of just looks black either way. Maybe get a little more detailed here. You can get as detailed as you want, kind of getting some orange back in there, so let's put that back. And yeah, so you're basically just hitting X on your keyboard and kind of making your brushes bigger and smaller to kind of just quickly, rough in these areas. And yeah, you can just do this around the whole shirt, basically. Let's fix our dumb lines there. Okay, so this is a pretty slow way to do it. You may not be wanting to do it this way if you have a lot of photos that you need to retouch. So I'm just going to fill this layer back in with black. Oops. I don't know what happened. Oh, I don't know what happened here. Let's hit cancel. Oh, geez Louise. Alright, we just want to fill this in with black. So hit Option, Delete, and that's going to fill it in with black. I don't know what happened there. Here we go. Okay, so let's do this a bit of a quicker way. Let's just select our layer 1 now. And I'm going to hit W, and that's going to be our quick selection tool. You can find it in the drop down here. And we just want to quickly select around her shirt. can see it. We'll kind of fill in like that. If it starts like, getting stuff that you don't want, I'm gonna let go of my mouse. You can hold Option and kind of drag back in that area that you didn't want, and that will refine your selection a little bit. And yeah, you can always just let go. Just click, add some areas back in if you want. Just refine your selection however you'd like. I'm just gonna leave it here for now. I think that's fine for this. And now we're gonna click back into the black mask that we have. Let's change our foreground to white and hit Option, Delete. And that's going to fill our mask with white and reveal this green color layer that we have underneath. So I'm going to hit Command D to get rid of that selection. And now, still with the mask layer selected, there's some areas that are not great, like here. Let's just use our brush tool like we were doing earlier. Hitting X to toggle between black and white. Let's kind of fix some of these areas that are a little rough, that our mask didn't, or our quick selection didn't do a really good job of selecting. Okay, little sharp areas there. Yeah, again, get as detailed as you want. I'm just kind of doing this quick just to show you the basic technique. And yeah, you're just basically constantly hitting X, making your brush bigger and smaller, and yeah, just refining. Okay, we're gonna just pretend that we're okay with that. I know there's some areas here and here that I could fix. I know it, but for instructional sake, let's just say they're perfect. So we're gonna just apply some different colors and some different just adjustments, and use this mask to apply those adjustments. So let's duplicate this layer again by holding Command and hitting J. And let's just select this blue from our swatches, and we'll hit Option, Delete. And you can see that it filled our layer in completely with blue, but since our mask is still on this layer, it doesn't mess with any other part of the image. So we could do this with as many colors as we need to. And I have done it with multiple colors because a brand may have multiple brand colors, or a fashion company may want their dress recolored into a bunch of different colors. So yeah, you may need to actually do this for your jobs. So I'm going to show you one more technique. Let's turn all these layers off, and we're just going to add an adjustment layer. So with this bottom layer selected, let's go here. Let's just do a simple adjustment like brightness and contrast. I'm going to turn the brightness up. I'm going to turn the contrast way up. Let's click back on our layers. So we just added that adjustment to the entire photo, but since we only want to adjust the shirt portion, we've already done that work. So click this mask that we have in just our original layer where we made the mask, and hold Option and click and drag that mask to our brightness and contrast layer. It'll say replace layer mask, hit yes. And now you can see that only the mask section that we made earlier is adjusted by our adjustment layer. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you learned something. Again, I've done this for a lot of different clients, so when you start becoming a professional graphic designer, there's a good chance you'll have to do it too. So hopefully this was helpful. If not, leave a comment, and I will try to reply and explain anything that wasn't clear. And yeah, it just helps me make my videos better. So thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Bye.